Man, I love what I do, and this day couldn't get any more crazy. Just when you think it's safe to cut your computer off, you can't. You got to cut it back on. I leave my computer on all day long. I mean, after all, this is what I do for a living now, thanks to you guys. And listen, we got some news, man, some breaking news coming out of the NFL, and that is former Detroit Lion quarterback, the backup to Jared Goff last year, Teddy Bridgewater, is he wants to return to the NFL, not next season, this season. He wants to come back. This happens all the time. He spent his last year with the Detroit Lions. When we signed him, we knew it was going to be his last year. And even after the season, I got to give it up to Teddy B, because Teddy B was able to commit to what he said he was going to do. And he wind up coaching his alma mater to a state championship, and now he wants to return. This is unreal. There are so many reasons I would bring him back, but this is coming from NFL.com. This is what Teddy Bridgewater had to say. First, let's go up here. It says, right now, I'm enjoying this state championship, he said. Retired last year, blah, blah, blah. Then to conclude the conversation, he said, we'll see how the next week and a half, 2 weeks play out. Might be signing with a team or something, Bridgewater said, and then returning back to coach high school football in February. So we'll see. We need to make this happen. I know what you guys are saying. Teddy Bridgewater, why do that when we have Hendon Hooker? I think you know why. Teddy Bridgewater, we literally could throw him chump change, come back. He knows the system. He was a huge asset to Hendon Hooker and his growth. He was a huge asset to Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams credits Teddy Bridgewater with a lot of the growth that he made this season. This is a no-brainer to me. Now, the situation is, I don't know how it works if you have somebody on your 53 and then you have to designate, emergency quarterback and all that other stuff. If it is possible, bring him back. Because if Jared Goff goes down in the playoffs or the next 3 games, it's a wrap. Now, the beauty part is this. Let's say Teddy Bridgewater comes back to the NFL and it's the Detroit Lions. We don't need our starters to play that 18th game. Teddy Bridgewater could play. I mean, obviously, if he wants to come back to the NFL, that means he must have been staying in shape. Maybe he was throwing with the kids and doing more than that. I'm not sure. But I would make this happen. Y'all don't understand, or maybe you do, right? We're trying to win the Super Bowl. I don't care who it is. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Bruce Irvin, Tyson Alu, Jerry Jacobs, Teddy Bridgewater. It does not matter. And you know what? We owe Teddy B one. We blew it last year. We owe Teddy Bridgewater. I think about that stuff during the offseason. I think about how, and I know y'all going to be in the comment section, talking stuff, but how there are going to be players that were on our team last year that didn't make it this year. There are going to be players on our team right now that may not be on our team if we go the distance and win the Super Bowl. The Detroit Lions have a handful of rings that they can give out at their discretion. You got the team, the practice squad, the front office, the staff, all that stuff. I believe the count is 150. Teddy Bridgewater was one of them guys that you like, dang, man, we were that close. We could have got him one. I believe we would have beat the Chiefs. Now, I'm not saying necessarily just sign Teddy Bridgewater for nostalgia reasons, but I'm talking about anybody. Because if I literally said to myself, if Jared Goff went down, we are done. We're done. We have lost almost, it seems like every player on defense. We have lost 75% of our starting defensive line. But the one person we cannot lose is Jared Goff, right? So again, we talked about this before when we brought up Daniel Jones. If there is a concussion to Jared Goff, right now we're trying to get the first seed, right? Look at the sense this make. We all know Hendon Hooker is not him. He came in for the fourth quarter against the Titans. I think he played a little bit with the Jacksonville Jaguars as well. I think he went 3 for 4. He played much better. But do you see Hendon Hooker commanding an entire game, right? One that matters. Right now, I'm going to say no. But think about this. Jared Goff gets concussed. He has to come out. He's ruled out. He's fine. He can play. He's probably going to clear concussion protocol in a few days. But for that moment, he's out of the game. Who you going to trust? Teddy Bridgewater or Hendon Hooker? Teddy Bridgewater he ain't played in almost a calendar year. I get it. The dude is a vet. He could come right back in. Pick up. Minnesota Vikings don't need him. They got 5 QBs under contract for next year. 5 of them. 5. I believe Sam Darnold. Sam might not be. Sam might be on a 1-year deal. I think the broadcast said they had 5 under contract. So maybe they did, maybe they don't. Mullins, McCarthy, maybe Darnold isn't one. And they got like 2 other dudes. It's insane. So they don't need him. Let him come back. And if it's plausible, let him come back and let him help us get this ring. So let me know your thoughts, man. Teddy Bridgewater, out of nowhere, he committed. He did what he said because there were teams trying to sign him this offseason. But he said, nope, I made a commitment. And then he went all the way. Maybe he can bring some good mojo to the Detroit Lions. But I want him here for insurance. Like, when I tell you, I do not care. I do not care. I do not care who we bring on this team. As long as your name, I take that back. Your name cannot be Nate Sudfeld. It cannot be Tim Boyle. And it cannot be somebody else. But he's with the 49ers, so it doesn't matter. But anybody else can come play for the Detroit Lions. So let me know your thoughts, man. Teddy Bridgewater, I did not see this coming. I really thought he was done. But the question that I have is, if he comes back, he finishes this year, is he going to get like, yo, I'll come back in February, and then, if he comes back in February, he's probably done. Like, he's probably done, because then you're not going to do this 2 years in a row. So Hendon Hooker is no development harming and all that stuff. This guy, I'm telling you, man, Hendon Hooker contract is over before Jared Goff. So everybody that's hoping Hendon Hooker is the future and all, that's not a thing. All right. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. So far, the Ridge wallets are sold out for the Detroit Lions brand. I did request to see if I could get one sent to me free of charge. Hopefully, we'll see. If that comes in, I definitely will let you guys know if that happens. You'll see a paid promotion. Well, it actually was not. I wasn't paid to promote it. It was actually it would be a gift. So we'll see how that goes. If I like it, maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just give that one away or something like that. We'll see how that works. But those are still available for the time being. But if you want, you can get a text notification when they come back in stock. All right? You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. Be sure to leave your comments in the comments below. And as always, go Lions.